Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Taylor and Brooke's agreement to keep Luna away from Steffy. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan will agree to conceal Luna Nozawa from Steffy Forrester because they believe that her release from prison must come first. Taylor was undoubtedly taken aback when Deacon Sharp recently told her about Luna's survival. After learning that Luna is still alive, Brooke and Ridge Forrester will all need to decide what to do. Katie Logan insisted that they keep Luna at Bill Spencer's house for the time being and postpone calling the police. They must wait until Luna is far enough along in her pregnancy for a paternity test to be performed. According to B&B teasers, the paternity test will take place the week of October 6 to 10th, so there won't be much more waiting. Brooke and Taylor are going to talk about Steffy somewhere else while Bridget Forrester is busy giving the test at the Spencer house. Taylor and Brooke won't enjoy the thought of needlessly troubling Steffy, even though they will recognize how important this is. Bill will have no trouble sending Luna back to prison as soon as possible if the paternity test reveals that Luna's child is not a match for Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. Brooke and Taylor will be praying for that result, so they will decide it's best to wait to tell Steffy anything until Luna is back in a jail cell. Although Taylor and Brooke have different opinions, they will agree on this idea. Ridge might not be as sure that's the proper decision, but he might agree to this quiet pact since he feels outnumbered. But if John Finnegan calls Steffy to inform her of the situation, the plan could not work out. Given that he will also be receiving updates on Luna's return in the coming week, there is a possibility that Finn will really reveal the information. Steffy might even just decide it's time to go back home and take everyone by surprise. If that's the case, Steffy might return to all the Luna shockers and become enraged that nobody told her. In any case, according to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke and Taylor will at least attempt to keep Steffy from learning about Luna's survival until she is back in jail, so watch for their agreement. Lee and Sheila are in trouble, and Finn is the next to blow up. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, John Finnegan was unaware that his daughter was alive. Given that his adoptive mother was implicated in Luna Nozawa's purported death, he ought to have. When Finn discovers the mind-bending truth, that is about to change. Viewers remember the dramatic plot point in which Novlan's character was allegedly shot dead by Sheila Carter, his biological mother. He died on the table, according to Lee Nozawa, who took command of the procedure. This summer, she made a small change by claiming that although she was able to take out the bullet that Liam Spencer had fired into Luna, Yamada's character passed away while recovering. The fact that Finn and Luna lived and were hurried away by one of the hospital's allegedly best medical staff members was not confirmed by the terrible oversight at University Hospital in Los Angeles, California, where Lee malpractices occurred. Lee Nozawa was accused of several crimes twice. Matsuda's prim and correct demeanor would be in violation of her medical oath and commit several felonies. However, after Finn's presence was made public, nothing happened to her, which was a minor flaw in an otherwise fantastic thrill ride plot. It was dubious that Sheila discovered Lee's behavior in both cases. But the first example made a plausible connection to Sheila's finding that Luna was still alive. Whether the writing team lets Lee get away with it this time will be intriguing to see. Lee is more likely to experience retaliation, whether it be legal or not, given the number of people who are aware of her activities. There are two serious issues with Sheila Carter Sharp. Deacon Sharp is devoted to his spouse. However, Sheila found his visit to Taylor Hayes' clinic alarming. Deacon will not support Sheila anytime soon after telling Taylor all that transpired. Like many people in Los Angeles, he views Luna as an existential threat. Therefore, Deacon's relationship with Taylor serves as further evidence that his marriage to Sheila is failing. Given that viewers are aware of how devastated and fragile Deacon was after Ridge Forrester called off their engagement, the trust that is built between Deacon and Taylor suggests that a romantic relationship is also conceivable. Protection mode returns for John Finnegan. Finn firmly believes that his family should be safeguarded. Steffy Forrester Finnegan is the first member of his family, followed by their offspring. Finn will always have Sheila in his life. However, after she attempted to murder Steffy, his affection for her was drastically changed. It will be a big issue to find out that Sheila has worked with Lee to conceal Luna's existence. Lee is at greater responsibility in this case. Finn's impending realization that his daughter has never died and is partially shielded by Sheila will also make Sheila's valiant attempts to stop Luna from shooting Steffy at the beach house this summer less significant. The Bold and the Beautiful delves into Luna Nozawa's purported pregnancy with a Spencer heir, as part of Poppy and Luna's plot to target Spencer's fortune. Luna has a selfishness reminiscent of her mother, Poppy Nozawa, as she is anxious to obtain her portion of the Spencer fortune. There are even rumors that these two could become closer than before. The Spencer scheme of Poppy and Luna, the Bold and the Beautiful. We're investigating the potential that Luna might enlist her mother Poppy's assistance in a plot to inherit the Spencer family's fortune. Bill Spencer and Katie Logan are currently keeping Luna at the Spencer mansion as they await the results of a DNA test to see whether Bill Spencer's son, Will Spencer, is actually the biological father of Luna's child. Luna is living in luxury as she imagines marrying Will, having a Spencer heir, and leading a lavish lifestyle. Poppy, meantime, has her own aspirations for a comfortable existence that is supported by Bill Spencer's wealth. Luna has what Poppy wants, but since she has no other allies, she could also need her mother's help with her current scheme. The possible Spencer paternity complicates things, but Will and his family are keen to see Luna deal with the legal repercussions. Will, Katie, and Bill Spencer are all eagerly awaiting the results of the paternity test. Luna, on the other hand, is certain that the child belongs to Will. Poppy and Luna join forces to seize Spencer's payday in Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful, the betrayal and return of Poppy. The present story assumes an accidental pregnancy, yet a flashback exposing Luna's sperm manipulation is possible. Poppy would surely be shocked to learn that she is returning to B&B, according to official spoilers. Poppy had previously told her sister Lee Finnegan that she was relieved that Luna was supposedly dead, which appalled Lee. Resistance to Lee's attempts to assist Luna revealed Poppy's ingrained wish to get rid of her daughter. Lee is accused of keeping Poppy in the dark regarding Luna's recuperation, perhaps in an effort to gauge her sister's reliability. Poppy's seeming happiness over Luna's death probably caused Lee to cut off contact with Poppy, possibly forever. Poppy will soon learn of Lee's deceit about Luna's fate, though. Lee has been outspoken about Poppy's shortcomings as a mother, and even if Lee's claims are true, Poppy is likely to be incensed. The background of B&B schemes. Poppy has a well-established history of acting selfishly. Despite knowing Finn Finnegan was the father, she had earlier tried to trick Bill Spencer by saying Luna was his child. Now, maybe more deftly, Luna is launching her own Spencer-related plot. While Luna's scheme seems to be based on a real, if manufactured, pregnancy, Poppy turned to pure lying. Due to opposition from Will, Katie, Bill, and the extended Spencer, Forrester, and Logan families, Luna is in dire need of supporters. By promising Poppy a piece of the expected Spencer riches on Bold and the Beautiful, she might choose to include her. Poppy has rebuffed Luna's attempts at reconciliation despite their tense relationship. But with Luna's present pregnancy, Poppy might discover that supporting her daughter is more desirable than having to deal with financial difficulties. The Brave and the Lovely, a last-ditch partnership. Luna might use cash rewards to win Poppy's favor. A sizable offer might convince Poppy to put aside her prior frustrations, even though Luna had previously linked her to the killings of Tom Starr and Hollis Hollister. Sheila Carter, who keeps a tenuous truce with both Poppy and Lee, is Luna's only other possible ally. Sheila might be able to help Luna, but her ability might be constrained because of her attempts to make amends with Deacon Sharp. But Poppy has plenty of time to help Luna with her plans to harm the Spencers. Lee, who believes Luna to be more evil than Poppy, has challenged her in the Spencer estate. Luna is clearly afraid that Lee may physically interfere, perhaps in an attempt to harm the fetus. Sheila and Lee are not allies, despite their former hostility. Luna's schemes caused a momentary rift in their allegiance. It's possible that Sheila, Poppy, and Luna will band together. If Sheila's relationship with Finn and Hayes Forrester is still tense, her support may be motivated by a desire to bond with her pregnant great-grandchild. Sheila might concentrate her love on Luna if Deacon leaves her. To enable both Nozawa women to live in luxury, Poppy may even persuade Luna to move into the Spencer home, supposedly to take care of her unborn daughter. Given that all three have lived at Bill Spencer's house before, it would be ironic if Luna also tried to include Sheila. Sheila, Luna, and Poppy's union makes sense because they are all town outcasts. Sheila may continue to provide covert support for Luna, but even if Deacon and Sheila make amends, he may insist that she keep her distance from Luna. Poppy might serve as a go-between, communicating information between Sheila and Luna, especially following the birth of the child. The Brave and the Lovely, the defense of a mother. Despite Katie and Lee's protests, Poppy is rumored to have considered Luna's death prior to the baby's birth, and she may end up serving as an essential bodyguard for Luna. Their mother-daughter relationship might be rekindled by their mutual desire for Spencer money. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Sharp will confide in Lee Finnegan about her issues with Deacon Sharp. Lee advises Sheila to leave Luna. Deacon feels as though he has lost Taylor Hayes since he has turned to her. Will Lee suggest that Sheila leave Luna Nozawa in order to keep her marriage intact? Deacon Sharp's patience had run out. Deacon finds it incomprehensible that his wife has shielded Luna rather than telling him the truth about her survival. Sheila is fully aware of Deacon's feelings for Luna. Sheila could at least be understanding of his predicament, Deacon reasoned. These males were also Sheila's friends. What was Sheila supposed to remember about Luna's actions? Is Sheila not at all considerate of Deacon's feelings? Deacon questions whether he has gone insane himself because he thinks Sheila is now insane. Can Deacon remain with Sheila after she has taken care of Luna and disregarded his feelings for so long? Lee Finnegan has been assisting Sheila Sharp. When Sheila followed Lee home, she genuinely believed that something was amiss with her. Luna was in there, but Sheila didn't know it. But Sheila's conversation with Luna roused her. Lee is aware that, as grandmother and granddaughter, they have a very special bond. Luna, however, has demonstrated that she is not worth the hassle. For a granddaughter who doesn't give a damn about either of them, why should Sheila sacrifice her husband? Sheila was creeping around the restaurant knowing that Deacon didn't want her there, but Luna didn't give a damn. Sheila even attempted to persuade Luna to leave town, but she chose to try murder once more. Why does Sheila think she must remain faithful to her? Telling Sheila Sharp to go, Lee Finnegan. Sheila is being persuaded by Lee that Luna is not worth this. For their unappreciative granddaughter, does Sheila wish to lose Deacon? Does Sheila want to end up like Lee, who lost her marriage due to her husband's deceit? Sheila must break off all contact with Luna in order to defend Deacon if she truly loves him. Can Sheila try to keep her marriage intact by cutting Luna off? After everything Sheila has concealed from him, does Deacon still care enough to attempt to keep their marriage intact? Has Deacon experienced too much from Sheila before for him to ever feel the same way about her again? Will Sheila and her crazy granddaughter be the only people who care about her if Deacon moves on with Taylor? Will Sheila continue to assist Luna in spite of Lee's warning? Elektra is furious with Luna. Elektra Forrester is upset with Luna on Monday, September 29th, and accuses her of attempting to ruin Will Spencer's life. Luna, unfazed, teases Elektra, who punches her in return. Luna's pregnancy adds complexity to the scenario. It's making some wonder if the violent altercation was appropriate. The news that she is pregnant has left Will and Elektra in shock. In the meantime, Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, confides in Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, about the Luna predicament, voicing worries about the repercussions of her previous lying about Luna's survival as well as her medical license. But Sheila is worried about Deacon's rage and the prospect of him abandoning her. Deacon talks about Sheila's infidelity with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, in order to get counsel. Following Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, previous ominous remarks to Taylor regarding fate, Taylor and Deacon enjoy a moment. Deacon expects to need Taylor's support, so she reassures him of it. 2-week spoilers for Bold and Beautiful from September 29th to October 10th. Luna taunts and Deacons are finished. Romantic entanglements and dancing dada-daughter. It appears that Beth and Liam Spencer are at Brooke's house on Tuesday, September 30th, getting ready for a father-daughter dance. Complete with an arch made of balloons. Hope Logan is at work when Liam sends her a picture. And while she is engaged to Carter Walton, she is thinking about how she feels about him. At the Forrester showroom, a brand new, permanent set at the B&B studio, Eric Forrester, Rich Forrester, Carter, Daphne Rose, and Brooke assemble. Hope tells Brooke about her renewed affections for Liam on Wednesday, October 1st. Given that she is engaged to Carter, this is creating uncertainty. Hope is therefore advised by Brooke to follow her heart. She is implying that Liam holds the key to her future. Ridge and Brooke are having a great time as newlyweds. At work, they also have a romantic moment together. Hope remembers a previous rooftop encounter with Liam, perhaps a scene in which he engaged in combat with Thomas Forrester. Carter's retrospection and Luna's comeback. Hope's wish to go to the father-daughter dance with Liam and Beth is the main topic of discussion on Thursday, October 2nd. Knowing what she wants, Carter urges her to leave. Carter is excited to marry Hope, but Daphne will give him a reality check by telling him to acknowledge Liam's comeback and Hope's ongoing affections for him on Bold and the Beautiful. On October 3rd, Friday, there is shocking news. Luna is still alive and wreaking mayhem. Ridge and Brooke are therefore terrified and worry for their families. Particularly Steffy Forrester, who has previously been a target of Luna's. Luna makes an effort to present herself as a naive expectant mother. However, word gets out that she survived and that Bill Spencer has her stash, which raises serious concerns. Lee feels she should be held responsible and is incensed about the risks she took for Luna. The tense relationship between Will and Elektra could end in divorce. Elektra tells Ivy Forrester about the current unrest when she arrives to the Forrester mansion. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp and Luna Nozawa. The repercussions and changing coalitions. Ridge is preoccupied by the urge to keep Steffy and the family safe from Luna during the week of October 6 to 10th. Ridge might be persuaded not to call the police by Katie Logan. Will struggles with the fact that Luna is pregnant and that Elektra might not survive. And his resentment of Luna is growing. Lee is committed to seeing justice done. Additionally, as Hope gets closer to Liam, Daphne's chances of getting Carter improve. Hope must choose between ending the engagement to pursue Liam and marrying Carter. Carter is supposed to empathize because he has been through heartbreak himself. During his visit to Forrester Creations, Deacon asks his son Dee to put in a good word with Brooke and encourages him to talk to Hope. To Ridge's possible chagrin, this might result in Dee landing a position at Forrester Creations. Liam has cause for optimism, he might soon be kissed. While waiting for a DNA test, Bill secures his estate. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are in for the week of October 6, 2025. Fans can expect Bridget Forrester to come back. Deke Sharp keeps a secret from Hope Logan. Plus, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes hide information from Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Bridget Forrester returns. Let's start off with Bridget. The blonde returns in the upcoming week. The Good Doctor will be summoned by Bill Spencer and Katie Logan. When Katie brings Bridget into the Spencer estate, Luna Nozawa seemingly panics a bit. Elektra Forrester's future. Over with Elektra Forrester, she will continue struggling with the Luna situation. Will Spencer and Elektra are still in love as much as ever. However, this Luna complication has upended everything. Will is just hoping that Luna isn't pregnant with his child. However, Elektra reminds him that it could go either way. Even though this is a challenge for them both, can their love withstand Luna's baby? Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan Forrester's deception. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of October 6 reveal that Ridge Forrester drops a bombshell on Taylor. Later, Taylor and Brooke put their heads together. They both agree not to tell Steffy about Luna until she's back behind bars. While they don't want to cause Steffy any more turmoil, deceiving her about a threat might not be the smartest move. John Finnegan vs. Luna Nozawa. John Finnegan is surprised to cross paths with Luna. Then, Luna will likely give him a sob story about Bill trying to force her to end the pregnancy. Later, Lee Finnegan tries to explain to Ridge how she regrets giving Luna another chance. She might have regrets, but innocent people are already facing consequences. Also, everyone gathers at the Spencer mansion to argue about Luna. Week of October 6, 2025. Deke pays a visit to Hope at Forrester Creations. The young man begs her to help him break into the fashion industry. However, there is one tiny detail that Deke keeps from Hope and everyone else. The fact that he is in a relationship with and living with Remy Price could complicate everything, so stay tuned.